So I hope everyone is having a good week. And today, as you can see on the board, it says Animals of Peru. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So some of the animals of Peru are llamas, over there, tanager birds, speckled bears, and vizcachas. So they're all kind of a little bit different to give you a variety. So yeah, so which I think is really cool. All right, so let's start over there with the llamas. So let me show you a picture really quickly. Here's a picture of a llama. Okay, so the llamas, they are herbivores. You can look over here. So they're herbivores. They weigh about 250 pounds. And so this is, so when they're saddled up, which means they put all these bags and stuff on them to travel places, to go some other places. When they're saddled with about 50 to 75 pounds, they can travel about 20 miles a day. So if you put a kid who weighs 75 pounds on them, they could walk for about 20 miles each day. So they're pretty strong. They are in the so they're in the camel family. A camel looks really similar to a llama, but the camel has humps on its back. So they're a little different, but they're similar too. And so their shoulder, so um, yeah. So their shoulder length, right there. So from their foot to their shoulder is about 47 inches. But then from their foot to their head is about 6 feet. So their neck is really, really long. Kind of like a giraffe, like similar to a giraffe. It's pretty long. So from their foot to the top of their head is about 6 feet. So if we had someone here who was 6 feet tall, like my dad is 6 feet tall, the head of the llama would be touching his head. So they're pretty tall animals. All right, let's move on. So this next animal is the tanager birds. So tanager birds, here's a picture. So tanager birds are really cool too. They come in all different colors. Like I put up here, they come in all colors. You can get them in all different colors of the rainbow. They are omnivores too. Yeah, they are omnivores. Unlike the llamas, llamas are herbivores, which means they only eat plant foods. But tanager birds, they can eat. They eat meat, and they also eat plants too. So they kind of have a good variety. They live in families of about 3 to 5 birds. So they kind of, like, it's like they live in like a little family. So they have their mom and their dad and then 3 kids or something, which is kind of cool too. They live in families of 3 to 5 individuals. So one quick fact that I don't have up on the board about tanager birds, so 60% of tanager birds live in South America. So in South America, I'm not good at drawing, but I'm going to try to draw South America. Actually, I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to draw a circle. So in South America, this is the whole population of tanager birds. So 60%, which would be about like this. So this much. No. I'll just do that. So 60% live South America. So this much of the teenager birds live in South America. And then 30% of that, so I guess like this much. I'm not really good at fractions, drawing fractions out. But then 30% of teenager birds, so this much, live in the Andes, which is in Peru. So 30% of teenager birds live in Peru. And the other percent, but it's still in South America, so it's still part of that 60%. And then this other 40%, not good at drawing from this angle. So this other 40% lives in other parts of the world. Okay, so that's a fun fact about teenager birds. Yeah, so here's another picture of them. The same picture, just showing you again. Alright, let's move on. This next thing is called a speckled bear. The speckled bear. Here is a picture. I think their faces are pretty cute. You might disagree with me, but I think their faces are really cute. I think they remind me of a dog, like a puppy dog. Look at that. It's adorable. So, I think their faces remind me of a puppy dog, so that's why I think it's cute. But the rest of their body just looks like a regular black bear, grizzly bear, whatever. They are omnivores, which I don't know why, but I always thought bears were carnivores. I don't know why I thought that. I used to think that they were like mean, vicious animals, and I just wanted meat, but they're omnivores. They can live up to 25 years in captivity. So when they're standing on two legs, so they normally walk around on all fours, like you can see. Most people know that, but so he is on all four legs. But when they stand up, their head is about 5 to 6 feet tall, like from the ground. So, which is a little taller than me because I'm just barely over 5 feet. So, there'd be like right here about when they would stand up on two legs. Okay. The males can weigh about 220 pounds to 340 pounds. So it's big. Okay, that's over 100 pounds different. Yeah. I don't know if I have any. I don't think there's any more facts about them. But yeah. So, oops. There's that picture again. Okay, the next thing we're going to talk about are called vizcachas. This is the last animal we're going to talk about. So this is a vizcacha. So vizcachas, they are like half rabbit, half squirrel. Because if you look at this picture again, and I'll show you again, their fur kind of looks like it would be a squirrel. Like it looks like the texture of a squirrel's fur. And they have this long tail that reminds me of a squirrel too. But then their body style and their body shape looks more like a rabbit. And a few of their characteristics are more like a rabbit. So they hop. That is a big characteristic of a rabbit. So they hop around, so move around. They weigh about 2 to 3 pounds for an adult, which is about what a rabbit weighs too. So that's another characteristic of a rabbit. But their fur kind of looks and feels more like a squirrel, but in their tail too. Okay, so the northern vizcacha is native to the Peruvian Andes. So there's different types of vizcachas, but the northern vizcachas are native to the Peruvian Andes, which is part of Peru, obviously. And so, yeah, so I think that's all I have for you. So they're all kind of different, but these, so the llama, speckled bear, and the bizcachas are all mammals, and then the tanager bird is a bird, obviously. Yeah, and then we have an herbivore over here, an omnivore, and an omnivore, and I don't know what a bizcacha is, I never looked that up, but my guess is that it would be an herbivore, just like the llamas. So we don't have any carnivores today, because I want to be nice, and I don't really like talking about carnivores that much, because it's kind of weird, but yeah, I don't think there's anything else. For some reason I'm thinking there's something else, but I don't think so. So I hope that you learned a lot of cool facts, and you can show them, you can share them with your family and friends, and I hope you enjoyed this too, and not just learn something, but also have fun. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.